Alright guys, so in this live stream I'm gonna talk about this thing, who should pay for the dates, and this video is from whatever.com YouTube channel. So yeah, check out the video link in the description box if you want to watch the uninterrupted version. And yeah, I'm here to react to this video, and also I'm gonna share my opinion on this. So yeah, they're OnlyFans girls and they're asking for you to pay for the date. So yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, I'm gonna tell you upfront that it's okay to pay for the dates as a man. So without further ado, let's begin reacting to this video, guys.
Answer that. We'll get the table's take on this. Who should pay on the first date?
The guy, unless I'm not interested in him.
Even if she's not interested in you, you should still pay for the dates, because we are the stronger one, right? We are the stronger sex. So also, like, for millennia we were providing security, food and stuff like that to women, right? So yeah, that is completely fine. If you are a man, you should pay for the dates.
Then
But if you are, I'm not gonna be controversial, okay, let's just forget that.
I will offer to split it.
Okay.
If he wants.
Jade?
I think the guy should be a gentleman and pay the first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm honestly kind of 50-50, but I'm just gonna go like what I've done in the past and offer to split, and if he goes, oh, I got it, then it's his.
Okay.
Yeah.
50-50 doesn't work out on a long run, so yeah, definitely just forget that thing from your brain. Okay, like,
Personally, I think if it's like we're going on a date and we're going to like it's pursuing a relationship, then he's gonna pay, or there's no second date.
So let's say the guy, you're really attracted to him, date went great, there's the chemistry, but end of the date comes and he says, hey, let's get separate checks, or ask the waiter for separate checks. Is it a wrap?
Yeah, like
Even
why
if
did you
he's
ask
great.
me out to that place then if you can't pay?
Even if he's great?
Yeah.
But okay, I have a question for you. You're pretty young, you're 18, right? You're you're in college. Most people are just like in college. They're not going out on proper dates. It's like meet at a party, let's hook up. Especially here in Santa Barbara.
I had a guy take me to the weekend concert, hit tickets. So honestly, if a guy isn't gonna pay for a first date, don't take me to that place, and you're not gonna get a second date.
Wait, but in the example you just gave, did he pay?
For the weekend tickets?
Yeah, he paid.
Oh yeah, and much more.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I think he got his father's money, most likely. Like, it's very unlikely that somebody who is like around like 18 years old, something like that, will pay for the dates, because they are not making enough money to pay for you. So what the hell are you talking about? And if you're dating older man who is like around 24, 25, they would be able to pay for the dates, and I think they should be doing it. And a lot of men are not successful enough to do it, because, you know, like, they have this idea like, okay, it's all right, we can do 50-50 split and it will work out on a long run. No, it doesn't work out on a long run. You have to have the leadership role in order to have a successful relationship. So that's all I gotta say over here.
for something like that, if you're gonna invite someone for like an event like that, then you pay. Yeah, but
Well, if you're gonna invite me on a date, you would pay.
okay. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with Jade. I think that
No matter who invites for the dates, you have to, like, if you agree to go on a date, if you are a man, if you agree to go on a date, you should be paying for the date, no matter who, like, who is asking for the date or who is inviting for a date. Like, it doesn't matter. You are a man, you should pay for the date. It doesn't matter, okay?
The guy should be a gentleman and pay.
Okay.
I agree as well.
Okay. So pretty much besides you, the guy should pay. Now, would you say 50-50, right? But are you going to feel a certain type of way?
Yeah.
If he does like take you up on the 50-50 thing?
Yeah, I think it depends, kind of. Like,
How
if
so?
it's a nicer place and I was asked to go somewhere, of course I'm gonna offer to pay and only order things that I know I can afford. But then it's like, you want to go 50-50, so you obviously don't like me as much. You don't want to pursue a second date, like, or it's just the fact that what I ordered and what you ordered.
Whether you like the girl or not, like if you don't want to go to a second date, it's fine, but you gotta pay. I mean, I don't understand why some men will be like, oh, in the chat, okay, or I don't know where, but some of them will be on the comment section, oh, you shouldn't be paying for the date. What kind of weak mindset you have, man? Come on.
Price doesn't really match up, and you can't afford both of ours, so, you know, it really just depends on what I feel, what I gauge the situation was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to emphasize that if it's like a first date versus like a relationship, like obviously if I'm dating the guy, like I'm gonna pay, like I'm gonna have a share with him, like, but like first date, if the guy asks me, he like slides into my DMs or he like whatever, like if he's asking me to go to a specific place, like he should pay. He's the one inviting me out.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, so I'm gonna make the table pretty angry at me. So I don't believe. Actually, before I make my point, really quick, going around the table. Do you believe in gender equality?
Oh my god.
And would you consider yourself a feminist?
I would definitely consider myself a feminist, but I mean, gender equality in like what context? And just like men and women are biologically equal, like all across the board. I mean, I think there's definitely differences in gender, but I feel like if you're going to talk about our value in society and like how valuable we are, of course we're equal. I think we offer different things. Each gender has different roles that we are more biologically like inclined to take. So in that aspect, no, I don't think we're completely even.
Okay. Jade, your thoughts?
Then you are not a feminist. What are you talking about?
No, I don't believe in gender equality. I think men are mostly CEOs, and I feel like they run the world. So
there you go. I didn't say that, okay? Somebody said it.
what's the opposite of feminist?
You're Andrew Tate.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
Well, I
my
feel like
gosh. Andrew Tate. There you go.
men hold a lot of power in the world, so
Which men? It's a very small proportion of men.
like maybe like 1% of the men hold a lot of power.
Right.
So, but like for example, say there's a guy like asking girls inappropriate question versus a girl asking guys. There's always like a two-sided.
Yeah, like we treat people differently, and that's fine with me. Like if you're a girl, you should be treated well, you should be treated with respect, but we need more respect than you, because we do a lot of things, we go through a lot of shitty stuff to get there, to get to you, and then you are like openly disrespecting us. That is unacceptable, okay? And yeah, I gotta say is that do not disrespect us. Like when we go there to ask you out, like it takes a lot of courage. Like you rejected so many average guy on a daily basis, right? If you are a woman, if you had rejected so many guys on a daily basis, or maybe weekly basis or monthly basis, okay? But for guys, we never get approached. We never get, like if you are an average guy, you never, like you are not visible at all. Like they don't see you, like you don't exist. And if you are like top 20%, top 10% of the men, you can barely get attention from women. So that's the thing, like women need to understand that those 80% of the guy who are not on the top of the ladder, they're gonna have hard time understanding like how to get there, how to approach a woman, and how to deal with certain things. No, they're not gonna be able to deal with certain things. That's why they will be screwed. So like whenever you reject a guy, they are gonna think like, oh, she rejected me, I guess I don't look attractive. Like they will have all these negative thoughts in their brain. So yeah, like it takes a lot of courage. Like that's why, like when you reject them, don't be too harsh on them. Like that's why you fall into the trap of these like F-boy types. Like they know the game, okay? All those F-boys, they know the game, okay? But the average guy don't know the game. So that's why at least, okay, hey, it's nice that you approach me. I'm glad, but I'm in a relationship right now, so I cannot just deal with you. But it's nice to like hear somebody interested in me, and yeah, obviously I hope that you can find your dream women in your next attempt, like something motivational. Okay, like try to say something motivational, don't just disrespect the guy. Like a lot of girls do this. There was this event in February this year. I went there and I was so surprised. I was so surprised to see this guy approaching the woman, and the woman, and then the woman was like, "Who do you think I am? Do I look like somebody who is gonna date an average guy?" Like this arrogance. Like what the heck? How could you be this arrogant? So I was kind of like, okay, get rid of this kind of stupid stuff. Just try to be much more realistic as for like how this thing is going. Like you have to give respect to the man. So
it's not fair, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if a girl were to ask a guy inappropriate questions, that's okay on the internet. But if a guy were to ask a girl inappropriate questions, that's like not cool.
Yeah.
And then
we've done that prank video. We've done that as an experiment.
Oh yeah, and?
Well, so I mean the video was this is one of our crazy viral videos back in the day. It was called asking people for sex. I had a girl go up to guys, just point blank say, "Hey, think you're cute. Do you want to hook up? Do you want to have sex?" And first off, just the responses from the genders were different. The guys said yes, and then I did the version where I'd go up to girls, just point blank, say, "Hey, I think you're cute. Do you want to hook up? Do you want to have sex?" Actually, most of the girls, like some girls got offended, but most of the girls just laughed. They thought it was funny, but they said no, right? But then, like when we showed the clip to the panel before, they're all like, "Oh, the girl one's okay, but the guy one's that's like inappropriate, creepy." Yeah. The girl one's cool, but anyways, so okay.
We treat gender differently. Like I know that women are the vulnerable sex. That's why we have to like take care of them, protect them in a certain way. And somehow that doesn't mean that I'm a misogynist. Okay, like I do not try to say that. Like I'm not. I'm just trying to protect women, and I care about them. But still, somebody will in the comment section say, "Oh, you're a misogynist. You are an asshole." Like what?
Believe in gender equality, feminism, or do you consider yourself a feminist?
Do I consider myself a feminist?
Yes.
But I think that there's kind of...
Because I heard your answer previously, so yeah, I
like a different
got it right.
definition for feminism, especially for white women and more so people of color. I don't really know.
Seriously, I just don't want to assign this thing to a color. Like whatever you believe, like this victim mentality is just like it's just a virus. Victim mentality, like somebody just put that virus into the black community, and the black community is not able to do well because of that virus. You see, like I'm a 25% black, okay? My father was half black, half brown. So what happened there was that my father never considered himself, he was just a 5'4" guy, and he was like, okay, I'm sure that I'm fine with it. Okay, I do not have the advantage. I'm being honest everywhere, so people will take advantage in me, and I'm aware of that. Like he was completely aware of certain situations that are impacting him on a long run. So yeah, like he was literally trying to make sure that okay, everything is going well. I gotta make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I have the opportunities and I can make the right decision. But a lot of people will have victim victim mentality. So yeah, they will be like, oh, I cannot do this, because of that. All these kinds of excuses. It never helps you on the long run. I'm telling you to do the right thing right now, because if you don't do it, nobody cares. Nobody will give a damn about you. So that's why I will say it one more time. Try to be much more honest with yourself. Try to like grab the opportunities that you have right now and try to like work on that. And I don't want to assign anything to any race. Okay, like do not try to divide yourself from the community. If you're living in Canada, like think yourself as a human being, and there are other human being, and then work together. That's how you think you should think. Yeah, like here and there I get like I get into situation where you have like somebody like doing racist stuff, but I don't give a damn. Like right now people like because I'm a little more muscular than before, so yeah, people give me respect, like even though like any color, any race, they give me respect because I look good right now and I look muscular in person. So I think that's what you need to do. Like you have to go to the gym, you have to build a nice body, and then if you are in the public sphere, people will respect you. People are not gonna be like, oh, this guy, I'm gonna be racist towards him. No, they won't be doing that kind of stuff, because when they see that you are weak, your shits are not together, they will try to take advantage of you. And that's why you have to like get your shit together and try to make sure that, okay, I'm doing the right thing, I'm taking the opportunities in the right time, and just making sure that, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
I myself with white feminism per se.
What?
To give you an example, like
is there Latina feminism?
well, I mean, like, yeah, I would say
Oh, I see a victim mentality over
it kind of
here.
divides with people of color and then white feminism, but so much so like it's maybe I should just say
Well,
intersectionality.
I would agree with you that
That's what
the origins of feminism were extremely racist.
yeah.
Especially they wanted to exclude black women,
Yeah.
but and I'm not a particular fan of feminism, but and I'd have to tell you what my definition of feminism is, but your take.
I think that gender roles are never going to be equal, honestly.
Okay.
And so you can kind of,
I expect men to do the more, like twice of the women, at least twice. Like if she's doing one thing, you have to do two things. Okay, you have to accomplish two things. So yeah, like I don't understand why some men are just, oh, I'm gonna be lazy today, I'm gonna be eating Cheetos, Doritos, oh my god, I gotta drink this, I gotta drink that. Like you don't have a choice to drink alcohol, bruh. Well, like what are you talking about?
as far as you want to like make things equal, but like it's never going to be equal.
So would you consider yourself a feminist?
I'm kind of on the fence with it.
Okay, that's totally fine. Go ahead.
I don't consider myself a feminist because I am a stay-at-home mom. So my man is the breadwinner. So I don't think I really. I don't think.
It wasn't me. It was Eric.
That's great.
I don't think I really believe in like gender equality, and I think
Okay.
that's also part of like the Hispanic culture. Like it's very like we're not really feminists. Like we're more of like, oh, the husband's the breadwinner, the wife stays home
Mhm.
and takes care of the kids and the house and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
What do you think?
I think I'm a feminine. Sorry. I think I am. I think that like women also have power to do most of the things that men do, but I don't know.
It's good. Do you have a kid too?
No, I don't.
Okay, got it. Cool. I don't know why I'm derailing the conversation a little bit, but okay. So I guess my question, and I still need to address the super chat here. How do you reconcile believing in gender equality, but also thinking that, and I know some of you didn't, but maybe some more so for you two. You said the guy should pay on the first date, but you also believe in gender equality. How do you reconcile that?
I said I believe in gender equality as far as like saying that like men and women are equally valuable in society. But I don't think that
No, that's not gender equality. Like that's just humanism. Like you should be talking about humanism. You are equally respected. You are equally valued in the society. So yeah, like that's humanism. That's not feminism.
gender equality as far as like certain roles that we take on. So
Okay.
I think males are naturally, biologically even like fall into more of like the care or like the hunter gatherer.
Yeah, nobody is
like,
disrespecting you
they're-
for taking
they
care
bring,
of children or
back in the
nurturing
days,
somebody.
They were bringing back the food and hunting the food, and and the women were like the caretakers of the house. So I think I have a more traditional ideology on from that aspect.
Gotcha.
Then you are not a
All right,
feminist.
so I guess where I was going with this is I won't pay on the first date.
So how do you do it?
Huh?
How do you do it then?
So I'll pay for my own food. I'm not expecting the girl to pay for me, so I believe in like the 50-50.
And you had Asian girlfriends?
Yep.
That is so surprising.
We are in California. It's pretty liberal.
What the
Santa
fuck?
Barbara's
Like
pretty
seriously? Like is he kidding?
I feel like
I don't
I
know.
feel like for most Asian girls, I don't maybe more Americanized Asian girls, less traditional ones. I feel like maybe they'd let that slide, but
They were like their parents were immigrants.
okay.
So like not they were born in the U.S. but parents were immigrants. Yeah. I mean,
They're not traditional.
Actually, no. One of the girls she was a simp. She paid for everything.
The Chinese girl, right?
The Vietnamese girl.
Oh wow.
So,
Surprisingly.
like to just right off the bat.
Yeah, she'd like just bring me food all the time and pay for everything. To be fair, we didn't like go out a lot, but she'd just like bring over food and shit.
Wow.
She's also no, I'm not gonna say
Why'd
that.
y'all break
So
up?
like
then?
your mother?
She was crazy.
Like what did she do that
That's
was
the
crazy?
trade-off. See, that's the trade-off that you get.
The crazy
right?
hot
Like that's what you
matrix.
deserve. That's what you wanted.
Oh, because of the food buying.
Yeah, because if she's gonna be a simp for you, that means she's fucking crazy for you. So she's gonna control every other part of your life.
Well, no, I was in charge, but she would pay. She was like a simp.
Wait, but then how was she crazy?
She had borderline personality disorder.
She's like very needy
Well,
towards you.
I'll say this: the very first time we hung out, she went through my phone and got pissed at me. Like first time hanging out.
Abort,
Yeah,
abort,
it was bad.
abort, abort.
I ended up dating her for 5 years, but that was do not recommend. But
Wow.
I was young and naive. But okay, so to get to the date thing, yeah, I don't really pay on the first date. There are some exceptions where I will pay, but
What are the exceptions?
okay, so I'm 33. If I'm dating someone like who's say like between 18 to 23, if they're like in college, then okay. But first date, no. Did you want to say something?
No.
And I'll tell you why. Well, okay. Gone are the days of people being truly single. Like people are dating multiple people at the same time. So I would feel bad if I like adhered to my traditional gender roles of paying for a date if the girl's like fucking 3 other dudes. Or fucking 1 other dude, 2 other dudes, 3 other dudes. Like for me, it's just, I don't even want to, no offense to anybody here, but maybe I'm old fashioned. Like I want a girl to be truly single, even off rip on the first date. If she's got another guy she's entertaining, she's sleeping with this guy over here, that's fine, you can do it. But just for me, like, I don't want it.
Would that mean that you're also truly single on the first date, or?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like,
What's
yeah,
the
like,
trade-off?
yeah, like, what's the trade-off? Like,
Yeah, of course.
well,
No.
like, is that like
It
a yeah,
has
of
to
course
go
I'm
both
lying, or like,
Well, so,
yeah, of course
like,
I'm being.
I'm really on, like, I'm super busy. Like, I'm really on my purpose. Like, I'm working really hard. I got my business. I don't have time to be like juggling 3 chicks. I don't have time for it. So like, if I'm talking to a girl, like if I sleep with a girl, for sure she's the only one I'm sleeping with. Yeah, like I mean, most people they're gonna be maybe dating, but like sleeping with a girl, yeah, I'm probably just one at a time.
Right.
Because I'm not interested in one night stands either. Like to me, it's a waste of fucking time for me. Like if I'm gonna go on dates and like do all that, do the whole dance or whatever, like I want to pursue that. It's not worth it to me to sleep with a girl one time and then never see her again.
So are you like dating for marriage per se?
No,
No.
I'm not gonna get married.
Ever?
That's so.
No.
What if you fall in love?
Yeah.
We
what
can
if
be
you
in
find-
Are you
love.
upfront with that?
I could-
With the girls that you date, do you tell them that from the get?
If they ask, I'll tell them.
Okay.
If they ask.
Every girl should ask then. Every girl
Yeah.
asks.
But no, but I mean, I could have a life partner, but marriage.
Wait,
no.
why?
Why?
That's a
What's the
rip.
what's the difference?
Because men lose in marriage overwhelmingly.
What
I
about?
think
I mean,
women
hit her with a
lose.
prenup. Like
Well,
that's
maybe
like a
you
whole
guys, because
thing.
you guys might end up being the breadwinners in your relationships. Because I mean, you guys are high earners, but like the way that the court system is set up and the way
you're gonna lose if you get married. But even if you do like prenup or stuff like that, if the girl says, oh, I was influenced, I wasn't ready for this and he just influenced me to do this, I didn't want to do this and stuff like that, she'll cry and everybody will believe in her. So
way the
prenup doesn't work.
are in most Western countries, no fault divorce, like it's women are incentivized for divorce. They're incentivized towards divorce. They get half, they get the money. So it's just, and then you get the government involved, then you got to pay for the lawyers, and it's just, why do we need the government involved in our love?
Well, from a woman's perspective, though, like I don't think it works in favor of women, because the older women get, the more, like, it sounds really crude, but like the more they depreciate, right? So like you could divorce your wife at 50 and then start all over and marry a 25-year-old girl and just be just fine. And even though she gets half of your money, she doesn't necessarily want to start all over, and she can't get like a 25-year-old guy. And if she does, he might just be in it for the money, and he's gonna.
Let's say you marry somebody who is 25 years old, and then what happens is that 5 years later, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, or 6 years later, 7 years later, let's say she's 32, she gives you divorce. She still can get into the dating market and still can find somebody who is attractive because she has the money, and there are plenty of SIMs. Okay, they're gonna like be, oh yeah, go girl, go queen, you are so attractive, you are so beautiful. So they're gonna give her attention because they can't attract any guy. Sorry, they can attract any girl who are younger, because they're fucking losers. So they will do certain things to like attract that 32 years old. And I'm not saying that 32 years old is a bad person or anything like that, but what they will do, like, man, I know like 99% of the men will be interested in getting married to somebody who is 25 or younger. Okay, 99%. And some of the men, like maybe 1% of the men, are interested in dating somebody who is like 25, like marrying somebody who is like 25 or older, like married once or twice. Okay, but if you are married like before, like married once before 25, people will be interested in you. But after like 25, these are the losers who will be interested in you, because if you're 26, 27, 25, or like 30 plus, they're less likely to be interested in you because they understand the game, that okay, I'm not in the game, I don't have a choice but to marry this person because I cannot even attract any girl at all. So yeah, there is like, there are some exceptions to the rule, but I'm saying in general they're gonna be like interested in marrying somebody who is younger. So yeah, even if the guy is 40 years old, he will be interested in 25 years old, single, not married. So if you are a girl and you are married, you have to think that whoever this guy is just trying to have intimate relationship with you, that means sex, or like you are just on S tier, that means sex tier. Okay, not in R tier. R tier means relationship tier. Okay, so yeah, like there are certain things that we have to like keep in mind in order to be in a good relationship.
Leave her, like she can't, it's hard for her to find true love where it's not as hard for you. So I feel like that's the trade-off right there.
I mean, in the past it made sense because women were not engaging in the labor pool as frequently as men are, but now, I mean, women are going to college. Actually, there are more women in college, and there are more women who are getting graduate degrees or undergraduate degrees. I think it's like 60-40 is the split in universities. So in today's day and age, they're making their own money, they're getting their own bag. So the alimony laws are outdated, and there's a bias in the court system against men. So it's just a bad bet. And then you get divorced, and also women initiate like 80% of divorces.
Wait, is that a real statistic? Can we get
Yeah.
like fact check that? That's like, is that in the almanac or something? Like, I feel like that's a made up statistic, Brian.
No, I think,
No,
I think it's real.
women initiate.
80%. Like, how do you know who initiates?
Can I ask you? We can go around the table on this, and Jason, I will get back to your super chat on the first date thing. Of the breakups that you've had, would you say you've initiated that more, or has the guy initiated that more? Of the times you've had to either break up with someone or say, hey, I don't want to continue seeing you. So I guess that's not, because sometimes you've been seeing someone for 4 dates. That's not really a relationship where you're going to do a proper breakup. But of the times you've ceased a relationship of any duration.
I think it's been half.
Half?
I've only had like 4 relationships.
Okay. So 2 times you were dumped and 2 times you dumped them?
Yeah. Later, like,
Okay.
I feel like my last 2 relationships, I ended in like the beginning too of dating.
Okay. What about you, Jade?
Nah, I started the breakups, except for one.
Okay.
This one guy, like, fucked me up.
He fucked you up.
He was, like, very toxic. He wrote in a diary about, like, little tactics to do, like, how to sleep with women.
He had a diary?
He had a
Did
diary.
you read
Nice.
I read it. I did read it.
Was
like,
it
while
hidden?
he was cooking. No, he left it on the table. It was like he wanted me to read it.
What the?
So I was confused.
Did it also have his body count, like his
Yeah,
his
every girl that he's dating, like he had like a list in comparison, and you'd compare all the girls.
Oh, like all the girls he was dating at one time,
No, I think in his past, in this
Oh,
whole
just,
like
like,
past, and he had a whole diary.
archiving that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, how many were there?
I would say there's like 4,
Oh, that's not. I thought it was gonna be like 50.
but like detailed, like paragraphs on each 4 and their
Wow.
characters and their personalities. Yeah, he was toxic.
How that is toxic? Like I don't get it. Like seriously, bruh.
God damn. Wait. So okay. So, of all the times you've had to say, "Hey, I don't want to see you anymore," you'd say all but one you initiated.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've actually never really been in an actual relationship.
You know what? I forgot to do this at the beginning. We need to do the shoot. We'll do this. So I forgot to. Normally, I do this like after the intros, but we started talking about the OnlyFans stuff. So we'll go around the table really quick on this. Jason, I will get back to your super chat. Current relationship status, longest relationship, and are you on any dating apps? And that includes seeking arrangements. Go ahead.
It was current relationship status, single. What is it?
Longest relationship, and are you on any dating apps?
Longest relationship, 4 years, which is my first relationship. And am I on dating apps? Yes, Hinge.
I'm currently single. My longest relationship was 3.5 years, and I am currently on Coffee Meets Bagel.
Current relationship status, single. Longest relationship, never been in one really. On dating apps, yes, Tinder.
So, you've never been in a relationship.
Not like
What is the longest period of time that you've seen a guy? Maybe he didn't end up becoming your boyfriend, so to speak, but what's the longest period of time?
I mean, I didn't have a lot of time. I've been focused on school, really. Like,
0?
yeah. Like, I mean, like, I've talked to people, like, text them.
Was she a virgin or
But
something?
you've been
That's
on
about it.
dates before, right?
Yeah.
Have
And
you-
it'll be, like, 1 or 2 dates, and, like, that's it. So, like,
And you ghost them, or they ghost you?
it's more just, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, well, I'm doing school, and you're probably doing school or your job or whatever you have to do. It's more like, you know...
Are these like
Types
one
of-
night stands?
No.
Are you a
Never.
virgin?
Like, I don't want to answer that.
Okay, that's a yes.
That
or-
means you are not a virgin.
My current relationship status is single, and
Okay.
the longest relationship I was in was on and off for about 2 years.
Okay, rocking on. By the way, no shame at all. Like,
No. You're good.
props to you. Go ahead.
So I'm actually married. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. Oh,
my
yeah.
longest relationship. I've been
Congrats.
with. Thank you. I've been with him for 9 years.
Oh shit, high school sweethearts?
Yeah.
Is he watching right now?
Yeah, he is actually.
Nice.
That's
What's
so
up?
cute. Oh my gosh.
My current relationship status is single, and my longest relationship, I would say 3 years. Yeah, and I'm not on any dating app.
Okay.
Oh, you believe in equality? Maybe that's the reason somebody just flake you.
Good times. Okay, so
I'm just kidding, okay? I'm not trying to insult her. Because a lot of guys would be like, oh, she believes in equality, that means I'm not interested. So, Yeah, like guys are typically interested in somebody who believes in gender role or something like traditional stuff like that. So yeah, like I'm giving you game. Like if you're a girl watching this video, like try to be much more like careful about how you approach a guy. Like a guy will definitely be interested in a long-term relationship if you're a traditional person.
Where were we going there? Okay, so of the men who you've dated, I remember. Sorry, guys. Here, let me play this for me.
Okay.
Of the times that you've had to break up with someone or the relationship with it, however long it's been, are you initiating the end or is the guy? Getting tongue twisted here. Sorry, guys.
You're asking me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In my on and off relationship, it was mostly him up until the end, and then
Can you tilt the microphone down towards you a bit? And can you just project your voice just a little bit louder?
Yeah, sorry.
You're fine.
In my 2-year relationship, that was on and off. It was mostly him, and then the last time it was me. But in like little things I have or like situations, it's usually me.
Okay, usually you. Go ahead.
So I've only been in one relationship prior to this one, but I broke up with him because he was kind of boring. So.
Ah, he was boring.
Yeah.
Okay. So your current husband is extremely exciting and
yeah,
captivating.
He is. He's the opposite of me. Like he's
see.
super outgoing, and
Okay.
I'm like shy.
Okay, got it. What about you? Do you more often end it, or does the guy more often end it?
I think I do, because I just tend to change my attitude or like the way I text them because I'm not interested. So I think like then I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk to you no more, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, just I guess where I was going with this is that it's a bad bet for men to get married for a myriad of reasons, but one of those, it's more likely, women are more likely to initiate it. So.
But does that like, I don't understand why that, like maybe it's because men later on in life, maybe they like cheat on their wives. Like do you expect women just to like stay with their husbands after being cheated on? Like maybe the man like,
that's not the main reason. The main reason is money.
you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't really, I don't feel like that really says anything. That doesn't say that the woman's divorcing the man to get half his money.
No,
especially now
not
when you say that women make their own money, right?
Not necessarily. Well, okay, I'll say this. So 50% of marriages end in divorce. 80% of divorces are initiated by women. I already said that. 90% of child support payments go from men to women. 97% of alimony payments go from men to women. It's a really bad bet for men. Like you shouldn't enter into a contract with someone who's rewarded for breaking it. And by the way, I have a list here of some men who have been divorced.
You can sign a prenup though. You can like contractually like say these things on paper and still be, you know, and still be part of like, still raise like a nuclear family, try to.
Well, the issue with prenups is prenups can get thrown out, and very often like all the woman has to say, or I guess the man could say it too if the prenup is kind of unfavorable towards him, I was under duress, I was pressured to sign it, and then it gets thrown out. I mean, I think with Dr. Dre, the prenup he had with his wife got thrown out, and he got took to the fucking washer. She took him for like, she wanted like 6 figures a month in spousal support. It's just like fucking, I mean, I know he's extremely wealthy, but shit's fucking crazy. So yeah, prenups get thrown up. Guys, I'm telling you, prenups are not ironclad. Like they can be maneuvered around. Even if you have a lawyer draft that shit up, they can still come after you. And also in some, let me try to think. In Canada, you're from Canada, right, Jade?
Yeah.
There was recently a case where, oh, you're also from Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, I don't know if you're on the other window, you can pull it up. There was this case where this guy wasn't even married to a woman. It was just his girlfriend, super wealthy guy. They were living together, I think, just his girlfriend. And he had to, not married, he had to pay her after the breakup, not for child support, but support. because he was providing her with a certain lifestyle or some bullshit. So even if you're not married, guys, if you're in Canada, Canada's a lost cause, but no offense, Jade.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Eric, pull up the article if you can find it. Something like Canada, man has to pay girlfriend, not married. I don't know. So try to see if you can
How
find
did
it.
she do that? Like she really finessed him.
Yeah, how did she do that?
Good for her.
No, bad
She
for
had the best lawyers in the world.
Bad for him,
probably.
good for
That sounds like a really outlier case.
That is
because
It is an outlier, but
if you're getting
But women can do that all the time. So that's why if you're a guy, man, you shouldn't be living together. Okay? Let her live separately. She lives in a different apartment. Let her live there. Do not bring her to your apartment. Start living together, you will get fucked. I'm telling you, like I have told you so many times, but guys don't even listen to me. Like, okay, F yourself.
getting married though, I feel like if you're married, like if I marry someone, like my income becomes his income. Like you're a team. Like you can't see it as like
How it's a team. Like if you're looking for somebody who is taller than you, if you're looking for somebody who is stronger than you, if you're looking for somebody who is providing you support, security and stuff like that, how is that equal? Like what the hell are you talking about? Like you are not looking for somebody who is as tall as you. Like let's say you are a 5'2", you're not looking for somebody who is 5'2". Like, oh, you don't even see the guy who is 5'3". Like what the hell are you talking about? Seriously, are you kidding me? So you are looking for somebody who is better than you in every regard, and you are still looking for somebody who is as equal to you. Like what the hell? It's not a 50-50 partnership. Like you have to understand that. If you are looking for somebody who is making more than you, who is taller than you, who is stronger than you, who can physically protect you from violence, then you are not looking for equal partnership. You are looking for somebody who is superior to you and can lead you on long run. That's all I gotta say. Like these women don't even understand like what they're asking for. They're asking for something and they also want something else. Okay, yeah, like you want everything. You want the cake, you want, like, I don't know like how to say it. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Like, oh, like you're gonna take advantage of me. Like I feel like if you're really gonna like be in a marriage, you have to see it as like we do this for each other. There's no like, oh, I did this for you, you did this for me. It's just like you guys are one unit.
okay, I mean, I'll give you that if you guys have, if your income potential or your earnings are commensurate, then sure. If you're a guy, I mean, there's some other downfalls too, because I mean, divorce, then the lawyers get involved. I mean, if your incomes are equal, you guys are probably going to still lose money, both of you, because you got to get the lawyers involved, and then so that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, if your girlfriend, your future wife, is going to be a breadwinner, or you're making the same amount of money, then there's like less of a risk from the financial component. But
she's gonna lose attraction towards you. So yeah,
it's still a bad.
Look at it as a business. It's love. It's marriage. Like I feel like
okay, so then how it's a business? Love and marriage, how it's a business? So you were telling me that love and marriage is a business? What the fuck?
who hurt you, Brian? Like, are you like who hurt you?
It's not about who hurt me. It's just the marriage is a partnership, and it's a financial one. I mean, there's other components to it, but there's a financial component to a relationship. And actually, most marriages, the leading cause, I think the main cause of divorce is financial issues. So I mean, of course, I think the financial component
He's on point.
is definitely important. I mean, love, that's cool, I guess, but yeah, it's just sure, if your girlfriend's making good money, then I guess okay,
It's only
get
okay
married.
One way. It's only okay one way.
But if you're the breadwinner, then you have to make a more calculated decision about. Also, the thing is like the only scenario where I would genuinely get married. Okay, what are the vows, right, that people say? Till death do us part. 50% of marriages end in divorce. That shit ain't death till you part. So people's words mean nothing. Like, till death do us part, that has to mean something. If I'm gonna marry a girl, that shit's for life. Like, there is no I mean, yeah, I guess I could be divorced, but like I would have to be so fucking certain that she's the one. And even then, like, shit changes, you know? Who knows what could happen? I'm sure most people, when they get married, they're not anticipating, yeah, we're probably going to be divorced in 3 years, you know?
That's the thing.
So, but I don't know, people's words don't mean anything. Like, if I say for life, me at least, I mean that shit. So, but I have a list here of some men who have been divorced.
Okay. Is this like a random kind of thing, or like you just like, you have people like, if you're divorced, like, tell us why? Like, is this from a random generated pool or?
Of men?
Yeah.
No, these are celebrities.
Oh, okay.
Like very high status men that if they're getting divorced, what chance does a regular guy stand? Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Dr. Dre, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Brady, Lance Armstrong, Alex Rodriguez, Channing Tatum, Chris Rock, Ben Affleck, Chris Pratt, Liam Hemsworth, Ben Stiller, David Duchovny, Orlando Bloom, Tiger Woods, Sean Penn, Sylvester Stallone, Paul McCartney, Ryan Felipe, Jason Momoa, and Michael Jordan.
Those are not legit,
All of those,
like, data points.
Some of those,
They're
of all,
divorced though.
Yeah,
They're
but some
celebrities.
of those, those guys did some pretty mean things to their wives. So obviously their wives are gonna. You're not gonna stand for that, you know, like.
I mean, most of these guys are good guys. Some of them maybe.
How are you gonna say they're good guys and you only see the public perception of them? You don't know them personally.
I don't know. Brad Pitt's kind of a fucking legend in my book. But
Brad Pitt? Are you kidding me?
What do you mean?
Brad Pitt, like, there's literally like pictures of his ex-wife, like, absolutely shouting with joy, leaving her lawyer's office for like.
Cause she gonna get the bag.
Bro, because he's probably like crazy, bro. Like,
no, honestly, and here's the other thing, like, you gotta worry about with marriage and like having children, is they can manufacture false accusations of child abuse, spousal abuse, like, and they're gonna use that to as leverage in divorce proceedings and custody disputes. So, I guess I'm saying these names because these are very high status men. A lot of them are exceptionally attractive, wealthy. If high status, super good looking, high status men, wealthy men can't keep a woman, what chance does the fucking average guy have?
Because they're probably cheating on their women all the
like,
time.
We're saying like
why you were assuming something like that? Like, oh, this is doing that. What?
Things are superficial and stuff, and then you go back and we're like, we don't want anything superficial, but it's like behind everything else.
Okay, like, let's say you were talking about that. Okay, the guy is cheating. What about the average guy? 95% of us will choose to have intimate relationship with another girl, even if we are married. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, what choice you have?
Behind being super attractive or super rich, you could also be really terrible, and that takes a toll on people. You know, like, I don't understand why somebody would just stay with a guy like, he's emotionally and mentally abusing me, but he's so hot and he's so rich. Like, no one realistically is going to do that.
I don't know.
And obviously their wives didn't, because they got divorced, or at least some of those people.
I don't know. My sense is that, yeah, maybe some of these guys, there was some infidelity going on, but come on, Brad Pitt, hello?
Brad Pitt can't.
Bro, do you want to marry Brad Pitt so bad? Like, you're like dick riding him so hard right now. You
gay for pay.
Honestly,
Brad Pitt, my DMs are open. You know what? I would have an asexual romantic relationship with Brad Pitt.
And would you marry him?
No sex, but like him? I'd fucking be his partner.
You marry him?
Would I what?
You would marry him?
Sure.
Mm.
And then if I...
And then in death do you guys part. You guys are just forever together.
Bro,
get your graves together.
I'm
like,
not
get
gonna
everything
front.
enshrined. Like, wow.
I'm not going to front. Brad Pitt is hotter than a lot of these chicks out here. I'm just going to say it. Sus. Sus. Okay.
Are you sure you didn't want to be pegged for cheaper?
Right, yeah. Like, the warning signs are here, okay? The closet, glass. It's okay.
Like, I don't get it. Like, why this guy is not mentioning the fact that, okay, 95% of us will choose to have intimate relationship with other girls. So what are you talking about loyalty? Man's loyalty is different than means loyalty. And I'm not talking about the religious guy. The religious guy will choose to be loyal, but there are very, like, the number of people who are religious is very low. Like, it's not that great of a number. So yeah, like, you have to just be with, like, you have to just accept the reality. Like, I cannot, like, force somebody to be monogamous. A man, especially a man won't be monogamous to you. Like, he's gonna be sleeping with bunch of women. Unfortunate truth. Like, I do not advise men to do it, but they're gonna do it in any way. So that's why I have to say, like, okay, men are gonna do it in any way. So what choice you have? Like, you are gonna choose another guy just because he cheated on you? Unfortunate truth. Like, the next guy you will be choosing, there is 95% chance that he is gonna also cheat on you.
Yeah.
Power to the people. We're in a liberal area. Like, we're all really good people.
We are all really good people.
May not be super
No, not everybody is good.
rich or good looking, but you can trust me.
Wait, so you want to get in on the pegging?
No. I want you to come out to me. That's what I want.
To come out as what?
Asexual, gay, like whatever you're comfortable with, you know.
Wait, chat.
This is a comfortable thing.
Chat. Come on, guys. Would you guys go for Brad Pitt?
Bro, Brad Pitt is so.
Chat. One in the chat if you get with Brad Pitt.
I don't think Brad Pitt is attractive anyway. So.
And the fact that you chose Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt out of Ryan Reynolds is crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
You had Ryan Reynolds in that list and you chose Brad Pitt.
He's a great actor, though.
You guys would not date Brad Pitt.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We'll go one by one. Would you date Brad Pitt?
No.
Liars.
No.
Well, you're married.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds. You had Ryan Reynolds
You had
in that
literally
list.
anybody else, and you chose Brad Pitt. Like, really? Be for real.
Brad Pitt is. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, personality-wise, I don't know.
What?
Deadpool
Why?
man
I
himself.
don't know. On Ryan Reynolds. He's a stud muffin.
Brad Pitt has the more. Ryan Reynolds is funnier, but Brad Pitt just.
Brad Pitt.
In a zombie
More intense.
apocalypse,
He's more intense.
in a zombie, although Brad Pitt's kind of old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is sus. Yeah, you're. Wait, don't show Eric. Don't show this. Don't show
Keep
that.
it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
Okay, last one.
It
There we go. Lone tardigrade. Jesus Christ. Okay, I've super derailed this conversation. Okay, I gotta get back to the soup chat. By the way, guys, get your soup chats in. Let's see. So okay, I want to get back to.
You okay?
Is it hurting?
Yeah, it's like a little.
Ah.
I might
Yeah.
change out of it in a bit.
Okay. If you want, you can just pop that piece off, like just here at the table. Like the.
This piece?
Yeah, just the red thing. If it,
No. The
Oh, the whole
thing
thing's
is
just.
tight. Yeah.
It's like tight on my chest.
Okay.
It's all good. I'll like
All right.
stick it for like 5 more minutes and I'll like take it off.
Or you could just leave it on the rest of the show.
You want me to leave it on?
Yeah,
This is what
it
you
looks
like
good.
this-
I think it looks good.
Is that your fetish?
The- What?
Sailor Moon?
No.
Oh.
No.
But you really wanted me to wear this.
I. Oh,
Dude, and alright, we're gonna So we are gonna react to this part. Any blue check marks in your
My
DM?
older kind did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to say who, but like give a athletes, NBA players, NFL, what musicians.
I did have a guy who was in my DMs who was he had a pretty big show on the Food Network.
Bourdain. Before he.
Rest in peace.
Chef
No,
Ramsay.
it's not Bourdain.
Okay.
But like, yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
And then
who's
I've
the
had
guy
some
with the?
rappers
Who's
in my
the?
DMs.
Who's the guy with the bleached hair?
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Was it him? Okay.
I can't say.
It was him. Okay, just kidding. NFL players,
Rappers?
rappers. Okay, what about you?
I had this social media content creator. He makes like vlogs on YouTube. But he has a wife.
Logan Paul,
No.
the guy who asked to be
No.
pegged. Okay.
No.
Okay. What about you? Any blue check marks?
No.
Okay, what about you? Any blue check marks on Instagram
None.
in your DMs?
So, like,
Okay.
that
You
comes
guys are you guys are fairly young though, you're 18. Give it time. The blue check mark DMs will come. But like most guys, like they're not getting hit up by women with blue check marks in their DMs. Most guys aren't even getting DM'd
Guys'
to begin
Instagram
with.
profiles are crazy. Like, let's touch on that first, because you guys be holding fish from 2016.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, but like,
Yeah,
how
what's
you have
wrong
to,
with the fish
like,
thing?
Sell yourself a little bit at least. Like, you just, like, you guys have no updated pictures, like, nothing to show for on your account. How are you expected to get, like, hit up when your latest picture is from, like, 2018?
You know what, though? As a girl, I actually think you should look at that guy and think he's not super caught up in the social media thing. Like, that might be a guy
A green
who's
flag.
probably less inclined to just hit and quit it.
So why would I bother sliding into his DMs over an Instagram app that he doesn't use?
So, okay, you're saying that you don't hit up you don't DM guys
Like, no,
because
just, like,
their Instagrams
hypothetically-
aren't popping? Like, that's
No,
it?
I'm just saying hypothetically, like, of course women who are averagely, like, more active on Instagram are gonna get more people, specifically blue check marks, in their Instagram DMs if they're posting more pictures up to date, you know, than, like, a man who doesn't have as much on his Instagram. Of course, a woman specifically with a blue check mark isn't gonna, like, slide into their DMs that way. They don't even know they exist, most likely, because they're not.
Seriously, what kind of argument is that? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Come on.
Active on the app.
Well, I mean, I will give you that. Like, guys probably are not really on their photo game as well as a lot of women are.
Right.
Maybe that's because men, they might just not care as much.
Right,
But,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, sure, maybe guys should step it up and market themselves to appear more appealing, or actually, you know, show their. But what's with the fish thing? You don't like?
No, that was just like a
I
funny
see a lot of
example.
girls on the dating app say, "Don't have a fish pic."
No, I think that's just like a funny example, like especially like with our age group. That's like men. It's just like a funny,
It's like a joke.
like a little
Yeah.
joke. Like,
Wait, how did we get onto that though?
because you asked about the blue check mark, and you said
Oh,
that like
right,
men
right,
are
right.
less likely to have blue check marks in their DMs, and I said
Yeah,
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 because
yeah.
their Instagrams are crazy.
I guess, but like I would say the girls at UCSB, right? There's probably a bunch of dudes in their DMs who have blue check marks. There's probably a very few guys at UCSB, even really attractive guys, that are getting hit up like that. Even just regular DMs, like. Let me ask. I'm curious. How many? I mean, you guys are.
Guys are not getting DMs by celebrities, okay? But girls are getting it. And that's the truth.
Kind of out there in the ether in terms of, like, you're out there on social media, so you're probably going to get a lot of DMs and stuff, but how often do you get DMs from guys that are like hitting you up maybe for a date, or that it's clear that they're interested in you?
A lot, like daily.
How many per day? How many DMs per day would you say you get?
Now that Instagram has this feature where it's like if you don't follow them, it just goes straight to like
The hidden folder.
yeah, and then like every once in a while, I'll just go through and just like mass delete all of them. I don't really read those messages anymore because I get a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like daily.
Like, would you say 10 a day?
Probably, yeah, maybe like 10 to 20 a day or something.
Jade, what about you?
I don't really count, but
I don't even get messages on Instagram. What the heck?
No, just regular DMs from guys.
Regular DMs, not many. I
Okay.
DM my friends and like that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say I have quite a few.
Quite a few.
Like,
Okay.
Often, yeah.
Yeah, most guys, like, they're not getting hit up in the same way that women are getting hit up.
how often do you get hit up in the DMs?
I've had 2 girls in my entire life DM me.
Wow, and did you go out with them?
They weren't even in fucking California. One chick was in Canada.
Uh-huh.
Was it you? No.
That might have been me.
Yeah. One chick was in Canada. One was in Chicago. And they're not gonna like fly out. So, and I'm on social media too. Like, I'm kind of out there. So, 2 girls
What about the girls that you pick up in your pranks?
in the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, my philosophy was that my philosophy with that was it's bad for business.
What? So it's bad for business because
If they're like in the video,
Uh-huh.
and then I start dating them, I don't want them like to. If I'm dating them, then they're gonna come and say, "Take me out of the video. I don't want to be in the video." Blah blah blah. So there were maybe a couple girls that I was like, oh, she's really cute. I like her personality. I'll pursue it. But most of the girls in the videos, like, it's strictly business. I'm not gonna like try to pursue it.
Your stuff is mostly geared towards like males. It's like prank stuff.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah.
that explains it too, because like the vast majority of my audience, it's like 80-90% men. So if I was gay, then I'd be fucking killing it.
You would.
I see you guys in the chat.
You can kill it without being gay, but just cater
to the men.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that have
For
collabs
sure.
that are like not gay, but also cater to the gay male audience, and they do very well.
Yeah, and there's definitely guys who are on social media who do YouTube, do Twitch, and they have a decent female following, and then yeah, they're gonna get DMs from women, but yeah. Anyways, okay, so let's do some super chats. Let's see. Oh, we were talking about marriage too. The other thing, you made a point that I wanted to respond to, but I forgot what it was. Something women are making all their money. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think the point I was going to make is that as far as women making their own money and like how that...
I think that's good enough for the video. Like, yeah, I just wanted to react to that part where who should pay for the first date. So yeah, it was very interesting to learn certain things from this video. So let's see like what else we can react to, and let me figure out the fact that all right. So yeah, in the meantime, I just want to remind you that subscribe to my channel, guys, and you guys can support this channel through super chats and super thanks. And all right, so let me just react to this video from Fresh and Fit Cleve's channel. So Myron went on a date with Standout TV. So let's see.
What is your issue with men submitting to women? Like genuinely, I feel like this is a big issue of yours.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
no, but I'm saying, I'm just saying, don't go into, don't
Go into what?
Don't go into it because you're
Go
about to
into
go into it. I'm just saying, genuinely, you have such an issue with just.
You don't like when I use
men.
your logic on you.
He has definitely got some issues. No, I just don't like the fact that it's this power dominating thing that you want as a man. Like, yes, you can have it, but just in some situations, just know when to also submit as a man and surrender. Not every day.
Man should submit. What the? Oh my God, what she's talking about. So she's talking about that I should submit to a girl. Like if I am in a relationship, I should sometimes submit to a girl. Like what the hell? No, like what we can do so far is that you can share certain ideas. We can, like, I can take that into account, or sometimes like if I am truly a leader. If I'm not a leader, if I'm a loser, then that's a different thing. But if I'm a leader, a masculine guy, then definitely I'm gonna consider taking decision by myself. But yeah, I'll hear you out. Like what are you going to say? Like whatever makes sense. So yeah. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, go girl, I'm gonna be completely fine with you.
Man.
No,
Glad you find it funny.
absolutely not. We will not. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't concede to women.
So women have been dogs, terrorists. What's the relationship like with the women in your life, like family-wise?
Fantastic. It's actually my mom that taught me a lot of the. I grew up in a Muslim household, so she was the one that told me, don't commit to these Western women, blah blah blah. So my mom is actually like a very strong symbol in my life when it comes to navigating the situation. If it weren't for her, I'd probably be a simp. You know?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up but my parents were together to this day. My dad, my dad was the man. My mom was the woman. My dad led. My mom followed, and you know, they have a fantastic relationship. And a big part of that is because they stuck to their roles. And it was my mom that told me from a young age, don't marry these American women.
Yeah.
Western women, they're not gonna cook and clean for you. They're not gonna take care of you. You're gonna come to the home, it's gonna be disheveled, blah blah blah. And I used to think to myself, like, Mom, chill, what's wrong with you? But as now that I'm 32 versus being 12, 20 years later, I'm able to look back on that advice and be like, God damn, Mom was spending some heat back in the day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's understandable why it's like you think the way that you think because of your environment and your influence, which is a good thing for you.
My background, right? Like I didn't like at first. It was like, okay, I don't agree with this, right? Because I used to be like, growing up American. I was born in Connecticut. I was like, Mom, you're wrong. Like women aren't like that. What's wrong with you? Blah blah blah. Like you're a misogynist, Mom. And you got some ingrained misogyny, right?
You even said that.
No. But back then, I don't even think I knew what that word was. That's like a buzz term nowadays that no one knows the definition of anyway. But anyway, so as I got older, right, like the things that she started to say started to reflect more and more when I dealt with more and more girls. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And talking with other men, talking with, with women, etc. My experiences, like, and then talking with thousands of men, and then also talking with, I'm in a very unique position where I've talked to both genders on a podcast, coaching sessions, etc. So I'm in a, very certain situation where I'm able to get.
I can hear a lot of sound, like extra noise from there.
Anecdotal evidence, I have statistics, etc., to back up what I'm saying. And I would say my approach to dealing with women, dating, relationships, sex, etc., is a very pragmatic way to approach the dating marketplace based on today's scenarios.
Yeah, that's why you have to be on the top of the game. Like you cannot just lose certain things based on certain qualities that you have. Like you have to just make sure that you are on the right path, you are doing the right thing. You have to make sure that you are doing self-improvement on a regular basis. You are working on yourself 24/7. Like even if you're sleeping, that is also self-improvement, because a lot of people have, a lot of men especially have shitty sleep schedules, so that's why they are mentally fucked completely. So yeah, I gotta say that over here you have to make sure that you are sleeping enough. You have to make sure you're in a good mental state. Like if you want to make sure that, you will also have to go to the gym. Like you have to place everything in order. Like, okay, this is where this thing should be, and I'm gonna take this thing whenever it's necessary, and I'm gonna put it back if I'm not using that certain things. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of people will be like leaving their keys like you see, like somewhere, and then they wouldn't be able to find it out. Like that's kind of a disgusting thing, because you are just wasting your time. So that's why you have to make sure that you're leaving your keys somewhere visible, or maybe let's say in my case I leave it over here on the table most of the time, because when I take the exit, when I go outside, this is where I mostly look at. So yeah, like I also keep my card over here so that I can look at it. I don't use a wallet because there are too many cards, and I just feel like it's not worth it. So yeah, that's why I just try to keep everything in order. I just try to keep everything organized so that I just spend less time finding it out while I'm going outside. So yeah, like try to save time. Try to make sure that you're not wasting time. Like if you're leaving your keys somewhere else, then you will be like wasting 10 minutes of your time, and your time is valuable. Nowadays, what's making the money? It's your attention that is making the money. Like if I'm getting your attention, I'll be the one to make money. And if I don't get your attention, for example, over here right now, nobody's watching, but let's say I get your attention, you are watching me, then I'll be making money. So that's the thing. I'm trying to help young men that, hey, don't spend just doing certain BS. Like don't spend time on those. Like try to learn some things and try to utilize certain skills so that you are financially free from this baggage that we have in the modern society. So yeah, like just don't give a damn about it. Like what the hell are you doing here? So yeah, there's that. And yeah, all right, so let me see like if we can react to more videos like that. Sorry, I just started sharing my screen early on, so hold on a sec.
You know, like it's supposed to be a
Partnership. So the next video we want to react to is that they want to challenge man, but we shut down their stupidity. No, I think that wouldn't be a great idea to react to it. So straight I'm gonna react to something else. Alright. So okay, alright. This is the video I'm gonna react to now. Let me just share my screen. If you guys are new to this channel, then definitely hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family. Maybe they will get some ideas as for like how should they approach somebody when it comes to dating.
Have you guys ever spoken like amongst your guy friends about having like a standard scale to rate women?
Standard scale?
Yeah.
Well, 5 is average, but most girls would feel insulted if you told them they were a 5. 6 above average, right? Clearly. Then a 7 is like pretty damn attractive. And then once you get into 8s, 9s, and 10s, these girls are like pretty much models. They're like getting paid. They're on
Not
video
everyone
shoots.
wants to be a model just because they're pretty. You got people that want to save lives and be nurses. You can walk in a hospital right now and see a bunch of sexy ass nurses. They don't.
Wait, nurse?
Nurse. that had nothing to, she's
No.
That's something you have to keep in
No,
mind.
I was just saying, not everybody who's a 10 is going to be a freaking model.
What?
Okay.
that wasn't the question.
I know. Well, you said it. You said 10s are
I'm not gonna
models
let you get
and
the
stuff.
chance.
No, I'm saying they're models. They're able to monetize or do whatever. I mean, okay, are there some women out there that are like a doctor and a 10? I mean, maybe. But
Yeah,
realistically
maybe.
speaking, human beings typically go off of the path of least resistance. So if I can make $1 million being a fucking Victoria's Secret model versus going to school for 8 years and slaving away, I'm going to be the model. Let's be.
Yeah, like that's easy money. Like if you are a model, like you just have to pose, and also a lot of people will be working for you, so that becomes easier. At the same time, I will not say like, oh, it's completely easy, no. But yeah, like if you like, you will have to do a lot of work. Like you will have to go through stress, like when you are taking a corporate job. But when you are doing modeling, the stress is less. Like you have to like do certain things. Yeah, you have to pose in certain way, but that is not as stressful as something like corporate job. So yeah, obviously somebody who is beautiful, they are gonna take the modeling job.
Be honest here. This might be a controversial take, but what I've come to realize from dealing with women and interviewing a lot of them is women are inherently lazy. And that's not like on a dig or whatever, but the reason why is because women don't have a natural proclivity
to
go out there and make money and become successful. Men do because our identity is defined by it.
Wait, what was the average again? Average salary for men?
40,000 something.
Between 37 to 50K per year.
Alright, so I'm not really
That is
seeing
horrible.
What do you mean?
like your point. You're saying women are more lazy than men?
I said women are inherently lazy. All human beings are lazy, but I would argue that women are lazier because the thing is this: a woman, right? We are defined by what we create. Our type.
Yeah.
When two men meet each other and shake hands, I say, "What do you do for a living?" When two women meet each other, they give each other a hug and say, "Do you have a boyfriend or do you have kids?" We're very different. Men are interested in things, women are interested in people.
Yeah, but you can't compare creating a human life to making money.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. That's the point.
In 2022, isn't women making more money than men right now, though?
In some cities, yes, you're correct about that.
It is changing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is changing.
Love that.
It is changing, but you got to remember, the career fields that women go into typically are safe, not labor intensive. They typically pay less as well.
So you're just
Well,
telling
you
us
got
that
this. I was
we're
like,
smart.
I got my honey over here.
Oh, fantastic. How many girls work with you?
0.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
So, but wait,
Nice title.
come at
Because we
girls
don't have to
and their jobs. I'm saying like,
Hey, we're out here, okay?
yeah. I think that's
I don't
awesome.
think
Oh, you know
he's
what?
coming at
Okay,
it
you know what?
because
Let's
he
go ahead
said
and
he
have
would do
that
it.
fun. Let's play with that. We can't come at women for not having these labor jobs. Let's say all the men vanished and the women were in these labor jobs.
Oh, God.
The world would crumble within 2 seconds because a lot of women don't get into career fields that are infrastructure based.
Okay, and the world would crumble if there was a woman. So I think it's like 50-50.
No.
What?
No, because men can survive without women. However, women cannot survive without men. We need you guys to continue society because you guys are the next generation. I'm not
You
saying.
need us to continue.
Yes, that's literally what I said. But men don't need you guys to survive. You need us to survive.
100% misogyny.
All right, that's good for this video. I think I stated some facts like, okay, you have to consider men are important for the society, but to build next generation you need women, but to survive you need men. That's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that, but I'm gonna just say it out loud that men are gonna survive without you, but not like we can survive like maybe 100 years or maybe 70 years or maybe 80 years, but for you to survive 80 years you cannot do it, because men are the one who is provider, who is gonna make sure that you are getting everything on point, on time. So yeah, like this infrastructure and stuff like that are playing a vital role in the community, and you have to understand that, and also you have to respect men for that. I am not gonna say like, oh, you just have to like deal with it, oh you go girl, you go queen. No, you have to respect men for that. And also I respect for women who are being mother, taking care of the next generation, who are raising the next generation in a way that is gonna be impactful. So yeah, like I'm not saying like women don't do anything at all. Like they can do certain things, but they're good at certain things. We're good at something else, and we're good at something like building infrastructure. We're good at running the society. We're good at maintaining the society to its core, like everything like that is related to the society. But when it comes to like raising the next generation, I think women are good at that, and that's what we have to respect for each other. Like, I don't understand why some people will be saying something like, oh, men are useless, men are doing this, men are doing that. No, it's not gonna help us on a long run. I said it multiple times that okay, you have to just step up your game. You have to make sure that you are doing the right thing. You don't want to disrespect somebody, and when you disrespect them, they're gonna be losing respect for you, and when it happens, you are going to be in chaos. Like, that's why I'm trying to be much more respectful towards people who are doing the right thing and doing things that are helping the community to be strong and to create something that is positively impactful. So yeah, there's that. And let's see what clips we can react to next. Let me just react to another clips. Alright, this is also from Fresh and Fit.
Personally.
Oh shit, are we gonna put me on the spot here? Like, are we talking from a looks perspective or personality perspective?
Sure, let's start with looks.
I mean, attractive. I mean, I don't really discriminate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have certain things that I don't like, but I mean, we don't have to get into that.
No, get into it.
Yeah, attractive.
Speak
Yeah.
to Mike, please.
Yeah. What size is attractive to you?
What size?
Yeah.
Shit, y'all trying to get me a girlfriend here or something?
Just wondering.
I mean,
She said yes.
where are we getting with this? Because if I describe,
wondering, like, what's your ideal, like, woman size?
well, is this you asking this or is this her
This is
asking
me
this?
asking. That's her. We're a team.
All right, let her ask her question and then we can go to you.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
you said attractive. So let's say a very attractive,
Thank you.
So they can hear you.
supermodel looking woman
Sure, yeah,
wants to be your girlfriend.
yeah,
Okay. We're talking like Victoria's Secret supermodel.
sure.
Are you going to ask her to take all of her photos down? She can't be a model anymore. She has to sit home, cover her body. Or are you going to make her a trophy wife?
So that's a good question. So number one, I wouldn't wife a Victoria's Secret model.
Me neither.
Like at all. I would not do that. Because the thing is this.
Sports Illustrated?
The only
Maxim?
I would not. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I would not. If I'm gonna get married to a woman, I already know in the back of my mind I'm getting married to a woman for the sole purpose of children. There's
Yeah, like if I get married, then definitely I want to have children, and a lot of women will be like trying to delay having children, and then when you are 30, like, oh, you are trying to have children, like you can have mostly like 2 children within 5 years maybe. So like that's not gonna work out for me. Like I want more children than that. Like I don't want to have like 2 children. What are you talking about? So yeah, a lot of people will delay that, but if I get married to you or somebody, like let's say if you're a girl or I get married to you, the sole reason is there is just to have children with you. What else can convince me to get married to you? Nothing else.
There's really no other.
Like you have the access to have an intimate relationship outside marriage, so why would you do it? Like I wouldn't do it personally, but most guys will consider that route. Like, oh, I can do it outside marriage, then why the hell I should get married to this woman? Like it doesn't make sense. They'll think that way. I'm not thinking in that way, but what I'm trying to say here is that it makes sense from a perspective that okay, I want to have children, so that's why I'm getting married. So that is the main reason why a lot of guys get married. And also some losers will get married. Oh, I don't have a reason, I just love her, so that's why I want to get married. No, like if a man doesn't want to have children, like then don't need to get married. It's in Western world, like they don't have a reason to get married. Yeah, there are some exceptions to the rule. There are some guys who will get married, and it makes sense from that
A
perspective.
reason to get married to a woman as a man in 2021, unless you want to have
So
children.
Adriana Lima wants to have a child with you, you're gonna say no.
I don't know who that is,
Okay.
but the thing is that yeah, I don't know who that is, but
No, she's pretty hot, but she wants the streets.
yeah, yeah. So beauty comes second to the woman's character because this is going to be the mother of my children. So because here's the thing with looks.
I'm into attractive women.
Of course.
Okay, but now you're talking brains, not beauty.
No, character. Character doesn't necessarily have to deal with her intelligence. I'm looking for a woman that's going to be a good mother to my children, and a big part of her being a good mother to my children is she can't have a past.
Yeah, that's a fact.
She can't have a past.
A woman that has a past no longer qualifies to be in my future
How
with
old
my
are you?
children. 31.
31. So
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Like 19 and under is what you're looking at? Because
Yeah.
But what if her past is her testimony?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Well, she can go testify in another court, not mine.
Are you gonna look for a 30-year-old version?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
No, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna date a woman definitely somewhere between the ages of 18 to 24.
18 to 24.
You think 18's okay for you?
Yes.
Like freshly 18?
Yes.
As a 31-year-old?
Yes.
Fresh and fit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's legal.
What's wrong?
And,
Why does on the 18th birthday does it all change? You think the mental is completely different? Just because I'm like the
What?
youngest one in this room. So I'm just curious.
Are you aware of the fact that men are attracted to women for far different reasons than women are attracted to men?
I 100% understand that.
Okay, what are men attracted to in women? Because I want to see if you know.
I was just asking you, what size of women do you like prefer?
Okay, well,
What?
I'll answer that here in a second. But
Okay.
going
Fit?
back to you.
Has a good character.
So you were saying, where were we? So I was just saying, yeah. So a woman's beauty comes second to her character.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, I'm going to take a woman that doesn't have a past, that's attractive enough to be the mother of my children. Because at the end of the day, looks fade, but character stays.
But without a past, how could you develop character?
I agree, yeah.
What do you mean?
Character comes from what you went through, the trials and the testings that you've been through in life. You can't develop character if you don't have a past.
What, Uncle the Dicks?
So how can you go for a woman?
No, that character can be developed from her being with a good family, from her father teaching her how to be a good woman, she becomes a good daughter under his authority, and then she comes to me as a good woman, and then from there she goes under my
Well, I'm
leadership.
gonna be honest with you. Everybody has a past.
Yeah, what is this
Every
past
woman.
that you're talking about?
That does not mean that I have
to.
to. That does not mean that I have to tolerate it. I'm not marrying a woman that has a promiscuous past. Period.
Okay,
for
so
marriage.
promiscuous.
For marriage, yeah, for marriage.
That's a whole different story.
Well, ladies, you guys got to understand that when we're talking about that, we're talking about her past sexuality. Like, if it's gonna be the woman that's gonna be the mother of my kids, I'm gonna screen extremely hard for that.
But sometimes people with the most, like the worst, past, like the most promiscuous or whatever you want to say, like I've been through the worst torment, develop the most character, and they become the best vessels of honor that walk around.
I don't give a damn about that. Okay, just get your shit together with another man, but not with me. You're not getting a chance. You're exed.
Earth.
They
You understand?
They can stay over there.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm saying like
There's
so many people out there.
there are several studies that show that the higher a woman's previous partner count, the higher the propensity for her to divorce and or not be a dutiful wife. And
I'm
cheating
saying
goes
there's
up
so
too.
many people out there.
There's so many people there. Like, what the hell are you talking about? There's just, like, you're talking about the exception, but the exception doesn't make the rule. Like, there's so many. But how many? Maybe 10? Maybe 5 out of 100 women who have a really great past, like slept with 100 men, they will be loyal to you. Maybe 5 of them, maybe 1 of them. Why would I take the risk? Like, when you have a 95% risk, then it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to take you seriously.
There's torment and fear. Growing up, they probably got raped, but these people grow up to be the best vessels of honor. They walk around Earth. They're strong, powerful people. You know.
Right, so
I don't need strong, powerful
I think
people.
it's very simple. If I told you jump out of a plane, your parachute has a 10% chance of deploying, would you jump out of the plane?
No. I wouldn't do anything that I wouldn't be led to do. You know.
Okay, I'm asking a very simple question. If you were going to jump out of a plane with a parachute, right, and I told you the parachute only has a 10% chance of deploying, which means it has a 90% failure rate, would you jump out of the plane? You would not, right?
No.
Okay, so it would be stupid for me to take a chance, even though it's possible that I could find a woman with a trauma in her past and everything that could be a good wife. It would be stupid for me to take the chance and wife her up and then come in the next day and see her sucking my friend's dick and then saying, oh my God, fuck! And then she can divorce me and take all my money and my resources and everything else and take the kids away from me because I wanted to operate on a possibility instead of a probability.
And she also gets alimony.
But there's very few people out there. You know, I'm saying few. There's
Okay,
few.
well, we don't operate on possibilities. We operate on probabilities. It'd be very stupid of me to tell guys, okay, you know what, man, even if a girl has a past, accept her and take the risk. No, men have way too much risk when it comes to marriage to make stupid decisions like that.
You know, but like it's not every day.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
To find a wife who's perfect, who has this perfect life, who grew up like.
I'm not saying she got to be perfect. I'm saying she's got to be damn near perfect, though.
She needs to be freshly 18.
But the most perfect people are the ones that went through the testimony, that went through the.
No, but
guys, so this is a perfect example, and I'm not saying this to like make it a thing, because I kind of let you drone on there, and the point, this is what I've noticed because we've interviewed hundreds of women now at this point, and don't worry, you'll get your chance to ask your questions.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine too.
Like women get the privilege of operating in Disney fairy tales. So everything you've mentioned is an exception to the rule. Maybe you can find this, maybe you can find that. It's possible.
Because
it's possible.
I like to look.
Let me finish. That's the difference between men and women. We have to operate in a fact-based reality. So if I'm aligned, right? Someone can't tell me, hey man, you know what, dude? I'm sure there's a gazelle out there for you somewhere. You'll be able to eat. Don't worry about it, man. It'll come to you. Don't worry. It's just gonna
That's
come.
a good point.
No, you gotta tell the lion the truth. Hey, you're gonna have to stalk your prey late at night. You're gonna have to hide in the water. You're gonna have to, use like 3 other lionesses with you and attack this gazelle together, as a team. You have to understand uncomfortable truths and unflattering realities to increase your likelihood of winning, because life isn't fair and life isn't sunshine and rainbows.
But there's also people
there. Hold on.
There is also like, what are you trying to say?
Of operating in the Disney fairy tale. Men don't, though.
That's the faith that I have. I'm just a faithful person.
But you're in a privileged position because men come to you. You understand? Men come.
Seriously, she's pissed, like, because she has a really good past and she's taking it personally.
Come to you. So
I can guess it.
The guys come to me. I can kind of, it's just happening. Men don't get that privilege. They have to go out there. They have to make the money. They have to become successful. They have to gain the confidence. They have to get in shape. And then they have to vet the woman to make sure she's not going to come in and fuck up and destroy the kingdom that they built.
And maybe,
And operating on maybes and possibilities and it could happen and should have or whatever. Nah, man, we don't teach that here. We teach guys increase your likelihood of success every single time. So how do you increase your likelihood? Deal with a woman that doesn't have a past so she won't fuck up your future. Period.
Yeah.
That's a different mindset. That's a mindset that I don't roll with.
Well, you're a woman. That's why. You don't have to worry about these things because you're not dealing with women. Your job is to find the best guy that can take care of you and your future offspring. Our job is to find the best woman that can hold it onto that offspring and not fuck up our future in the process.
I feel like when it comes to finding a guy, the woman don't really have to look. I feel like the guy will always come to the woman.
Exactly.
When it comes to finding your husband, you ain't even got to go out there and search. The husband
Which proves
will
my
always
point.
come to the woman.
Which proves my point. But what you don't know is that husband has to go through trials and tribulations to get to that point where he's even appealable to you as a potential husband. That's the difference.
And women go through the trials and tribulations too.
What the heck?
It's not tribulation. That's just being a hoe.
Really?
You can really say.
So she was talking, and you kind of just cut her off there.
Oh, my bad.
So,
Sorry.
but I just wanted to go on there just to kind of prove my point that like men and women live different realities. I could never have that mindset as a guy and be successful. It's just gonna come to me and whatever. Like guys can't be that way.
Yeah,
Go
guys
ahead,
definitely
continue.
put in work.
Kind of coming off the topic, but I think what my question.
We're discussing how her looks are not as important as the future.
She was asking.
Oh well, I just
But she
want to
didn't
go back
finish.
to the original.
She didn't finish fresh. She didn't finish. She didn't finish. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so the point was you're into attractive women.
Penis, please.
And
You guys speaking to Mike? Yeah, there you go.
You're into attractive women, and there was a scenario of you being with a very successful, powerful, beautiful supermodel.
Yeah.
Are you going to have her sit home, cover her body, take her Instagram down, or are you going to be proud of who she is?
I wouldn't marry her in the first place. I wouldn't marry her in the first place. That's the thing. I wouldn't. A woman like that wouldn't be a good candidate as a wife and, more importantly, mother of my children. Mm-hmm. And I'm willing to sacrifice a notch or two in beauty for the long-standing benefit of her being a good mother of my children. That takes precedence over.
We're not just talking beauty here. We're talking about.
Oh, like her. Well, you mentioned strong and independent in income, right? Money. Anything. Would it be fair to say that men don't care about a woman's income? I know that sounds shocking.
It says it in the Bible. It does says men are the providers. So why would the men care about what the woman is providing?
Yeah, that's the truth.
This is not Bible days.
No,
2021.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'll tell you this. And this is also something that is not commonly stated, but the more.
Yeah, Trey's cracking up.
Yeah.
Trey, you okay?
Yeah. Pass Trey in the back.
All right.
I'm the first person to mention the Bible on the show.
No. We brought it up plenty of times,
right.
and other religious scriptures too. I know this sounds crazy, but like guys really like the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a woman makes. If I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. Look at any celebrity, athlete, musician, whatever it is, who's with them, a young, attractive girl. Like her status and her money comes second to her beauty. Like men look at women for far different things than women look for in men. For women, a man's status and independence and strength and power matter.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. You guys can watch the clip from Fresh and Fit, and I'll try and put the link in the description box once I'm done with my streaming. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button and like button, and share this video with your friends and family. Maybe they will get some help from this reaction, and I'll try now like bring more content like this in the future. So yeah, just stay with us, and hopefully I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for watching once again. Peace out.